Hello. I am alive. Another week. Well, let's see what happens. I got no idea. We're not starting off strong with the sale, okay? The sale's already a bad start. That does us no favors. This is the gyrate that we dropped because we didn't have space. The other gyrates are... Nope, that's money. That's all money, except for the shovel. Okay, cool. So oh, Gulliver's here today. Great. That means we don't have to think about him all week. That's nice. So we've had a sale in Gulliver on a Monday on October 13th. Fun little fact for everyone. Although I'm like tired today. I went to bed last night. I just could not sleep the longest time. So I am just like, that's how I'm feeling today. It's not great, honestly. I don't know why I couldn't sleep. It was very problematic. Why am I even looking at the... Whoa! 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 Tokyo Tower? Ain't no way. That's one of the very few items we need. Is that the one I got from on my other town randomly as a fun little joke? I don't even remember. Okay. Alright. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Words fail to describe how crazy that is. Sorry, was not expecting that. Okay, let me just confirm. I have a note here. Let me get the note for ya. Third last Gulliver item, July 30th. The Chinese Lioness. Okay, that was the last new item we got from Gulliver. So second last Gulliver, Tokyo Tower, January 12th, 2026. Yeah, no biggie, you know, it's only been August, September, October, November, December. It's almost been 6 months. No biggie. No biggie. Okay, that's actually really, really good. I'm very happy about that. That means we only need one more item from Gulliver, as I've said a handful of times, at least. Gulliver is actually one of the biggest problems of the run, potentially, because there's no other way to get his items. Wisp can get you stuff from Gracie, Gyrates you can get from, like, the GBA island, so it's really just Gulliver. You can't get anything, I don't think. I think there's maybe a couple you can get through, like, codes, but I don't want to use codes, so, like, anyway. Let's see what's going on today. Bruh. No. 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 No, come on. No, we're not doing this, are we? Are we doing this? For real? For real? Hold on, I need to get the calculator out. 74 divided by 84. Okay, this is, yeah, that's... I mean, that says it's like 0.88, which means it's like 12%. So, like, we go 84 times 0.12. Yeah. Okay. So, I got pranked. Great. I know immediately, like, based on that price that I'm, like, screwed. But I want to do the math to make sure, because, like, I'm, you know, like, no, please, we can't have a decrease 2 weeks in a row, please, that would be absurd. It is actually absurd. Statistically speaking, that's very low odds. That's great. And when I say that's great, I mean that sucks. Spent all that time yesterday, I bought 40 inventories at a low price, and now we're gonna just lose it all. We're not losing it all. I mean, again, this is only like a 12% decrease, and again, if I spent like 5 mil, it's like a 500k. So we're down like 1 mil over the past 2 weeks. It's more the time that I'm worried about. I was here for 2.5 hours yesterday. You're telling me I gotta sell and lose? The only consolation here is that Gulliver gave me a new item, and he has not done that in 6 months. So, the game gives and the game takes. Game's like, I'll give you something new from Gulliver. However, I'm going to destroy you in the stock market. I have no idea if I'm going to have enough time to sell everything in one stream. Probably not, honestly. I might have to come back later for a quick one. So that's real great. I love that. Yep, we're just, yep, this is what I've been afraid of. I was talking too much. I'm like, oh, we've got 11 weeks in the new year. Like, after this one raffle, we've got 11 weeks where there's no raffles. Surely we'll be able to do some big numbers then. I spoke too much. Me and my big mouth. Now look what we have. Also, by the way, it's only a 10% chance of having a decrease after decrease. It's a 60% chance of a spike. Just for the record. Just for the record, I want to make it very clear. This was a 10% chance outcome that I hit. Over the 90% where I wouldn't... Well, I mean, technically, if I got the random no spike, I could have lost more money. And I likely would have lost more money. But there would have been hope of a spike. This is just immediately getting, like, swatted down like a little bug. You know? That's annoying. Because that's, like, 2 weeks in a row. And, let me just real quick. I thought I hit D by accident. So, I mean, we've seen 2 decreases in a row before. That was back in April. We've never seen 2 decreases in a row, actually. Wait, what? Hold up. That's only happened twice. That's kind of crazy if you ask me. I don't know why I'm dropping money instead of, like, running it around, but I'm just trying to, like, clear out this acre or something. That's actually kind of crazy, though, because, like, I know, like, with raffles, right? Like, I don't always know the pattern that's occurred during a raffle week, but decreases you always know. Because it just keeps going down every day. Like, even if you miss the first day, you can still figure it out. So that means the one double decrease in April is the only double decrease we've ever seen. Which makes sense, because why would that happen so frequently? Because it's a 10% chance. I mean, I guess if you look at, like, the number of decreases I have, which is, like, 13 now. Yeah, I have 13 decreases, 28 spikes, 8 no spikes, and then 5 unknowns. That's my total spread of turnip patterns since January last year. So, I mean, yeah, you take the decreases and no spikes, you add those together, you get 21. And then I have 28 spikes, and you add the 5 that are unaccounted for, where the spike might have occurred on the raffle day, maybe not, who knows? Why? Oh, okay, getting ahead of myself. And then that's 21, so that becomes 26. Then it's 26 to 28. So that's like pretty even, you know? Like, obviously we had those 6 weeks where I got nothing good, but things have like balanced out since then. So I think like, sure, the odds are the odds, and like if you do it long enough, it should normalize and, you know, reflect those odds. Unless it's crazy, but over time, it's more likely to balance out, I guess. I think that's how stats works. I don't know. It's just lame. Like 2 weeks in a row where I'm getting a decrease. Again, it has only happened in April. We've had like weeks in a row where I've got like nothing good. But again, going back to the numbers here, that has not happened in a very long time. So I know, like I talk about like the Great Drought. It's just something that I sometimes refer to it as that. And that started May. The week of May 19th, I got no spike. And then the next week I got a decrease. And then the week after I got no spike. No spike, decrease, no spike, decrease, no spike. Then we had a spike. So like that's happened. And I guess technically there was like a raffle week where we don't know what happened, and then I got a decrease immediately after. And then there's also another like where we got a decrease, and then we had the raffle and we don't know what happened after. But we like it hasn't been like a we haven't had a like a surefire like, hey, this is like 2 bad things in a row since like that bad time, and I'm getting bad flashbacks, and I'm like afraid. It's like, oh no, every year has its own RNG. You need to get through the bad RNG this year before you can get the good stuff. Like, I just want to be done with these turnips. But the game has other plans for me. And again, let me just continue ranting as I do. Both of these prices were not like amazing. 99's like pretty average, and 84 is also not great, but I still managed to spend like 5 mil with each, you know, which is, again, my new goal. Because normally my goal is just 4 mil baseline, regardless. And then push it beyond that if possible. But then I was like, no, we're going to do better than that. And now it's like, okay, sure, I did better than that. I got 5 mil with those low prices. Again, I did mention this comparison yesterday. But the week where I made my most profit ever, I spent 8.2 mil, and that was 43 inventories. Yesterday I bought 40. Okay, so think about that. If I had a good price, that would have been insane. But I didn't have a good price, and I don't have a good, turnup pattern either. So I'm out of luck. And now I have to sell for like an hour, probably. So this is like 3.5 hours for nothing. And I was not feeling the turnips yesterday either. So this is not great. There's just been so much going on. I feel like I have so many things that I'm working on at the moment. And I try to do one, and I still feel like there's just like a massive pile of things that I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to, like, you know, work on that. And then it's just like, oh, the turnips are like a little bit too much. And I'm like, nah, we're still doing it. I'm gonna go crazy. And then decrease again. So I'm happy about Gulliver. That's pretty cool. I like that. Getting something new from Gulliver means we're at like 19 out of 20. It's a good thing. I think, like, regardless of like how these go, I think like I can still get this done in the first half of the year. It's just like I'd rather have it done sooner, right? I don't want to go until June with turnips. I'd rather have it done in like April or May. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. If we keep getting weeks like this, probably not. Mind you, again, I've spent 5 mil both of these weeks. 5 times 7. It's 35. Okay? If these were both spikes, that would have been 70 mil. Would have been sick. Right? I'm at like 673 mil at this point. So if we add like another 70 on top of that, we would have been basically 3/4 of the way. That's cool. We like that. But no. So, it is frustrating, but you know what? I'm gonna do what I always do, just sell them, move on with my life, and then try again next week. And hope for something better. I'm hoping I can, like, sleep a little bit better. Because again, like, my sleep last night bad. But I want to, like, try to fix things and get them in a better spot. We'll just see what I can pull off. If I could start a little bit before 10, that'd be pretty cool. Problem is that, like, yeah, if I was waking up earlier and then I could get the stream done by, like, noon, then I feel like it'd be good. But now it's like, oh, I got the stream done, it's close to 1, I eat. It's like, oh, man, it's like 1:30 sometimes. And you're like, man, where's my day gone? But, yeah. Anyway, turnips, we must get them done as soon as possible. And when I say as soon as possible, I need to be more realistic because, like, it's outside of my control. And if I show up and I buy 5 mil when I don't have a good price, and then I do that same amount when I have a good price, then sure, we're gonna get like 7 or 8 mil on those weeks. And then, like, the baseline's gonna just be that much higher. And it should pay off eventually. Because again, if we get like an 8 mil week, it's huge. So, we'll just, you know, keep it up, see what happens. I don't know. We have a sale today, which means the store will close at 1 o'clock. I did not start right at noon, so I don't even have like an hour. Actually, yeah, what am I talking about? There's no way I can get everything sold in one stream because of the store closing. The sale's at 2, so it closes at 1 to get set up, so... It's already 12:22. There's no chance I get everything sold. So I'll get everything, most things sold. I'll come back later for a quick stream. And then I guess at least the only silver lining here, which is not exclusive to a decrease. I was hoping for a Monday spike so I could just sell everything and get money and be happy. That's what I wanted. That's what I was hoping for. But at least now I don't have to worry about, like, streaming this and, like, I don't need to worry about a big Animal Crossing stream and a New Horizons stream because I am only worried about one. You know? Like, I don't have to sell turnips and then say, alright, time to go play New Horizons. Wednesday will just be like a very quick one in the afternoon. And again, we have a sale, so like nobody, like Wednesday should be like a non-event. I mean, tomorrow should be a non-event. Wednesday should be a non-event. It's a lot of non-events this week, right? If it's a sale today, the next visitor won't be decided until tomorrow, so it's not going to be until Thursday. So tomorrow and Wednesday, it's literally like just record the turnip prices for the sake of my numbers. Because again, I don't need to buy shirts. I have enough raffle tickets at this point, so I don't need to worry about buying shirts for the rest of the month. We just found Gulliver for the week. Like, unless it snows tomorrow and stops snowing on Wednesday, then like there's just nothing in the next 2 days. Like, that's the thing. Like, once the turnips are done for the week or decided, there's nothing. I think, yeah, sure. If I, like, you know, low price, it would have been annoyed that the price wasn't higher because I would have got the spike. But I don't know. I agree with that, but there's, I don't know. My brain is all over the place. So, like, yes, I do agree with that one, but I also don't agree with it. I'm of two minds. There are two wolves inside me. One wolf says, yeah, okay, whatever. That's... I don't know, what am I trying to say? Sorry. One wolf is like, yeah, that price sucked anyways. We'll get it with a better spike. The other wolf's like, nah, give me 5 spikes in a row. I don't care what price. I'll make it happen. I want more. Can we get that again, please? I really just want 5 spikes in a row. And I want to go, like, ham. So I can, like, be even better off. I would love that, thanks. Oh, that's not, yeah, that's not it. Car rides Saying just car ride. That's enough. Long car ride? Nah, I'm out. No thank you. I just want my time not to be wasted. Like, you know, it's not about losing the money. And I've said this multiple times. And it's like, once you get your first few spikes, money's not a concern. And like, oh, I lost 12% of the 5 mil I put in, but if I put 5 mil in next week, then I would get like, and I got a spike, it'd be a 700% increase. So it's like, yes, the 12% does not do anything to the, can't think, sorry. It doesn't do anything to the 700%. I don't know, car rides are weird. It was simpler when you could just play your Game Boy in the car. Doesn't hit the same anymore. I'm just selling this one so I can start dropping money here. I'm trying not to be annoyed about the decrease, you know? It is discouraging, and it is annoying to have it happen twice in a row. I don't want it to happen 3 times in a row. 3 times would be like, ooh. Like, again, I spent 2.5 hours yesterday. That's not fun. And then it's like, I spent an hour. It's gonna be like basically almost 3.5 to 4 hours of just like, well, you were just running back and forth and buying and selling things for no point. Okay, there's still one here. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. Next week, if we can get something good. What if we got like a max price and I bought like 9 mil? What if I bought like 10 mil because I somehow woke up at like 9:30? That would be pretty cool. We could get like 70 mil in a week. That would be pretty sick. Yeah, Japan's pretty convenient for that. I know like social media like does its own thing, and it's like, oh yeah, the transit's so good. Yeah, the transit is great. I like the train system. They're consistent. It's pretty easy to get where you want to go using the train. Some of the stations are confusing, sure, but it's good. The part that's weird is that like, oh, you can just like, sometimes it's like, there's so many train stations, but like sometimes it like makes no sense to go to the train station because like it's just easier to walk directly where you're going. Like, I don't know. That's the only weird thing for me. But I do like how easy it is to get around places. That being said, I don't know. Getting groceries without a car, I don't know how I feel about that. Actually, I have got groceries without a car. I'm not a fan. Me when I'm carrying milk on a bus. Not it. Not it. Yeah, it is true. I mean, I honestly, like, when I, like, went through all the money I spent, like, the trains were not that much. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's not too bad. I was pretty happy with how much I spent on the trains. And yeah, definitely, like, way more expensive in other places. So, makes sense. And yeah, I know, it is a gamble with this game. But I like it when I win. I don't like losing. Also, the odds. The odds are just weird in this game, you know? I know, like, a spike is always a 50% chance. So getting, like, a 50, like, you know, it's like... It's basically getting heads, like, 5 times in a row on a coin flip. That's, like, what my best week was, where it's like, I just got 5 weeks of spikes in a row. You know, that was sick. I loved that. Everyone loved that. That gave me November, the most profitable month ever. And we've had a lot of spikes in a row, like the second half of the year. So, like, can we get more of those? Or is that, like, only an end of the year thing? And the game's just like, nah, we don't do that now. Because, like, legit. July, we have 2 in a row, then a raffle, then decrease, then 2 spikes in a row, decrease, 4 spikes in a row, decrease, 2 spikes in a row, decrease, raffle, who knows, 5 spikes in a row, no spike, 3 spikes, and then 2 decreases. Like, come on. Don't give me that. Not cool. You would carry your groceries on the 20 to 30 minute walk? Yeah, I'm not a fan. That doesn't sound fun. Also, yeah, cars do get hot. Nothing like getting in your car in the summer. Nothing like having black seats that are like pleather or something. Nothing like getting cooked by your seat. I love it. So fun. Yeah, can I spend 10 mil next week to make up for this? Is that a crazy idea, or is that a good idea? I'm not sure. Okay, great. I don't know. I think I can get this acre done, and I mean, like, I got D3 done, and I did like D5 or whatever it is. No, that would be E5, E3. The Electronics Entertainment Expo? I thought that was canceled. But yeah, I think I can get it down to just C3. I sold all the ones in D3, I sold all the ones in E2, and I sold all the ones in F2, and I moved those ones. And then I also got all the ones in the shop. And it was 4, 4, 3 for 11, 26, 14, 40? Yeah, okay. So it was only 3. So, like, those 3 are done. So we're only on the main 2 now. So I think I can definitely get this one done in this stream, and then I'll start on the other one, and then I'll come back, and it should be a pretty quick stream for the rest, honestly. I think it'll be like 20 minutes tops, hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know. And I've already been here for 28 minutes, and let's be real, like 3 of that was not turnips, maybe. I guess I've been selling for 25 minutes. I don't know. I've already sold, like, what? I don't know, I'm getting close to halfway, probably. I'm just annoyed. Let me spend more time making money instead of this time not making money. Did I drop my money? No, I didn't, did I? Nope. Okay. Yeah, I still don't really know what I'm doing right now. But again, I guess like the update's in maybe 2 days. So, I don't have too much time to, Okay, whatever. So, yeah, I don't have too much going on. I've kind of just been, like, keeping it easy, keeping it light before the update, just because I don't know how much time it's going to take, as I've often said. And then, like, once I have a better idea of what's going on and what I actually have to do, then I can, adjust and start other things. I guess with, like, turnips out of the way, I could do something today and tomorrow, and then not have to worry too much, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I'm feeling up for. Like I said, I'm, like, messed up after not sleeping right, so I'm gonna just do what I can do. Really? Already? I've lost my ability to count temporarily. Normally I have like a good feeling. I'm like, oh, it's probably a few more now, right? Now I'm just like, my brain's stopping. Yeah, I'm really happy about the Gulliver thing though. Let me just say that. You know, like, if there was a week to get a second decrease after already getting a decrease, this would be the best week because I just got a new item from Gulliver and it hasn't happened in like almost half a year. And there's only one item left. I could finish with Gulliver stuff next week. That's not gonna happen, by the way. I'm just joking. But hey, it could happen at any moment. And that's actually really huge. I have not planned anything yet, but I am thinking of taking a vacation sometime this year. And, it would be later. What's the chance? I mean, 1 in 20. Actually, before I talk about the vacation thing, yes, let me talk about the chances. Gulliver has 20 items. I was at 18 out of 20 items for the longest time, okay? Now, if you reduce that, that would be like a, like a 1 in 10% chance? And I just didn't get that 1 in 10% chance for 6 months? So, I mean, anything's possible. Crazy odds. But yeah, it's 1 in 20. And again, Gulliver's here every week. He has 20 items. We're basically all... Actually, I mean, it started in December. And now we're in January. So, like, we're basically at, like, 60 Gullivers. Let me actually just... Can I get a count on that, please? I have 55 mentions of Gulliver on my spreadsheet. There are weeks where his name is not written down. Did I simply forget? Probably. Me when I'm like, yes, I'll just do a Control F and find all the Gullivers, and then I realize I don't have all the Gullivers. I do know one from like a couple weeks ago that I messed up, so I will just have to review my footage to fill that in. But that's fine. But it's like, there's like 1, 2... I think there's like 3 weeks that I'm missing Gulliver on my calendar, which would put us at 58. So, I mean, I've seen him nearly 60 times. And I've got 19 unique items out of his 20. So, I mean, it could happen any moment now, because I've seen him enough, but you just never know. My assumption is that I would get Tokyo Tower, like, 2 more times before I see the last item. Which, funny... not that I have any attachment to it, but the item is Lady Liberty. And I think it's funny because when I get that as the last item, I'll be free of checking for Gulliver. Isn't that a little ironic? But yeah, that would be pretty cool. Because again, I am thinking about like taking like a vacation maybe near the end of the year, but it'll be before like I am done with this game, and that would make streaming a little weird because I would not stream on vacation. So it's like, how do I deal with that? Because usually it's like, yeah, I'm playing every day till I'm done. But technically, depending on how things play out, I could actually be done, in quotes, at that before I go away. You know? So it's just, we just gotta see how it goes. Did I drop the money this time? Am I, like, losing it? I think I'm losing it. Anyway, going back to my spreadsheet here. Let me just close the calculator. I don't need that right now. Going back to the spreadsheet, we have like a couple item sources. There's the store, right? So I need 3 summer shirts and 1 fall shirt, okay? And then I need 2 shirts from Gracie, okay? And then I need 1 thing from Gulliver. Then there's the gyroids, and then there's like the pinwheels, but you can't get this at any point, right? And then it's like the flower models from Groundhog Day. There's the station models, the 1 raffle item, the jingle thing, the market model, you know, like, so realistically, if I get the last Gulliver item, and I get, like, if I get that, I don't have to look for Gulliver every week. That's cool. Saves me a little bit of time. It does make things a lot easier, and it is one concern, because I can't get his items any other way. If I get Gracie, I literally never have to worry about anyone visiting ever again. The only problem... And the only thing I have to worry about when it comes to like the visitor schedule would be sales for the purpose of selling turnips, obviously. But I would get letters in the mail about that, so I wouldn't have to like bother tracking. I could still track it if I want to, but I wouldn't need to. So if I got Gulliver and Gracie done, then I'm literally, and then, you know, obviously the raffle thing, if it happens before, great. If not, I should win the fishing tourney in June, and that's good. So like, if somehow I got Gracie and Gulliver done by June, then the raffle thing would be done by June for sure. And then we'd just be in a situation where we're waiting for specific days or the gyroids. And I guess at that point it's like, I could take a vacation. I could take like 3 to 4 weeks off and not worry about streaming. Because like there'd be nothing I could do. And sorry, I'm also assuming that I have turnips done by June. Right? Because if I have turnips done by June, and Gulliver's done, and Gracie's done, then it's like just the clothing that's the problem. But again, there's only 1 fall shirt that I need. And at that point, I would consider using Wisp to get that 1 shirt. If I got all the summer shirts, and I didn't manage to get the 1 fall shirt that I need, I would use Wisp, you know? So I think like there's a pretty clear path to like being done. Like if I get a Gulliver thing, that's nice because then I just don't have to worry about checking. Not that like that's a big deal. Getting Gracie done would be a much bigger burden lifted compared to Gulliver. Again, Gulliver I do have to check every day, and if he doesn't show up until Friday, it's like 5 days of me combing the beach, but it's literally like 5 acres. It doesn't take very long, but it is something I have to always be thinking about. And it is one thing that like I don't have a contingency plan for in the end. So if that's the last thing I need, I'm kind of just stuck waiting. So if that's done, at least I don't have to worry about that aspect. And Gracie, I could get stuff from Wisp. I'd prefer not to. And obviously we're just going to leave that till the end. And because we have to wait for the market model, it's like we're going till November anyway. So maybe we can get at least 1 more thing from Gracie by then, or both. That would be cool. I mean, I do get 3 items from her, basically every time she shows up, which is pretty good. And again, if we look at how many times I've seen Gracie, I've seen her 22 times. I should get a count for like all the visitors and like which ones I've seen the most. I think that would be cool. Hey, I should do that. Let me just grab this stuff real quick. Okay, so is there one more thing of 5 here, or am I messed up? I think we're missing one turnip somewhere. But then that acre's, like, done. Okay, I'm curious about this. So Gracie's 22 times. 22? So she has, 29 shirts, I think? Or is it 27? Is 29 shirts. Okay, so almost 30. I've seen her 22 times. I messed up the shirt thing the first and second time, I think. So, like, multiply 22 by 3, you get 66. Remove a few, 64. Okay, so I've already got, like, double the amount of items. So, like, if I tripled the amount of items, yeah, you'd probably think that I'd get everything, but you never know. So Gracie is 22. Wendell is 21. Sahara is 28. Red is 26. And Katrina is 50, but that's because she's there on multiple days. So she's 25. So, yeah, all of the visitors are pretty equal, honestly. And I have had 29 sales. So, yeah, everything's around, like 22 to 30-ish. That's kind of like the range. So, again, that's pretty normalized. Over time, it does work itself out, which is good. Do you think there's one here somewhere? Yep. Okay, cool. Alright, that should be it for this acre then, which is good because it's like 1247. So I can get a little bit of a start on the other acre and then finish up later on, sometime in the afternoon. So yeah, anyway, if I got Gracie and Gulliver done, that would be huge because, like, I would literally just need to show up and deal with turnips and deal with, like, the few events and then deal with shirts once it's, like, May. But yeah, like, I need summer shirts, but that's not until May. And I need 3 of them. I'm like, sure, we'll figure that out when it gets there, but nothing I can do until then. And, like, Gulliver, great, we got something from him. And then, yeah, it's just like, okay, we got Gulliver, so now, like, the rest of the week, it's like, again, because the sale. Oh, I need to, yeah, sorry, I got mixed up what I was doing. But it's like, yeah, the sale is today, which means next visitor's on Thursday, and depending on who that is, it's like there might just not be any chance for Gracie this week. And if there's no Gracie, then there's no chance of me getting anything new from a visitor aside from Gulliver. But he's, like, you know, a little different. Probably shouldn't start with those turnips, to be honest. But I could start with these awkward ones. That's maybe a better idea. I do need a place to drop the money, though, so I should get some of these. So yeah, if I can get, like, the awkward ones that I'm, like, more likely to miss, then I will be better off. And yeah, I should move those shirts so I have a little bit more, like, wiggle room here. Because I wanted to drop more turnips up there. Anyway, so yeah, like, if somehow Gulliver, Gracie, and turnips are done in the first half of the year, then I'm literally just left with, like, shirts and gyroids. And if that's the case, well, sorry, it'd be like the raffle, Gulliver, Gracie, and turnips. If all those were done in June, then it'd be like I need the market model. I need to grab, like, the station models in July. I'll grab the flower models next month. And then I'll try to get the jingle clock in December, but I kind of want to be done. My plan, which is not set in stone, is that I want to be done for the 2nd anniversary of when I started the streams. So, like, December 10th this year. And it's because I have to wait for the market model. Ideally, I wanted to be done this earlier on, but because I messed up the market model, I kind of have to wait. Which is maybe not the worst thing in the world, because, like, I kind of still want to get the shirts, or try to get the shirts naturally. So that gives me an excuse, a reason to keep trying to do that. And then, yeah, sure, I could just finish after sale day, but then that's, like, kind of weird. And it's like, well, if I just wait a couple more days, or, like, a week or two, then it'll be like, oh, the 2-year mark, and then I can do a whole big thing. And then, like, technically, I'll keep streaming, but only on, like, certain days. Like, I'll stream on Toy Day to try to get the jingle clock, because I haven't got that in my town, and I have it in another town. The whole idea is that I can complete my catalog on a certain day, and then be done streaming every day. But then I would continue streaming this game on those... Okay, assuming I get the jingle clock this year, then I would only have to stream this 2 days every year. And then eventually I would be done. But I want to see how long it would take me to get every single station model naturally in this town. Without using resets, without using the other characters from the other towns. That's the whole idea. So, I will probably still have to stream this for like another 5 years, but it'll be like on 1 day a year, so like it doesn't really matter. Like at that point, it's like, hey, what's 15 minutes every year? It's not a big deal, you know. It's more remembering to do it, but because it's such a quick thing to do, it's not that bad. So I will continue doing that, and then Groundhog Day, I don't think will take long. I got 4 unique things last year, so if I get like 2 or 3 unique this year, that would be pretty sick. As long as I get like something. But again, like Groundhog Day is still like 9 items, so it would take at least 3 years. And that's like, you got like, oh, you got a couple extra shots there at least, but yeah. So I don't know, I think maybe we'll be fine. I don't know. If I can get something new from Gracie soon, that would be like nice. I would be pretty happy about that. Like I know I got my 3rd last thing from Gracie. Actually, I've got, okay. December was actually pretty good to me for Gracie. I got the Kiwi shirt from Gracie on December 1st. And then on December 23rd, I got the lavender robe, which was my 3rd last item from her. So, I mean, like, that's pretty cool. And every time Gracie shows up, I get like 3 shots, which is also nice. Mark your calendars. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have a preferred name. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have like a preference, I guess. I don't know. I made this gamer tag. That's what I'm referring to it as. It is my gamer tag. I made this gamer tag when I first joined Xbox Live. And I was playing Halo 3, so I was very inspired by Halo 3. Because like in the multiplayer, you play as Spartans and Elites. Wow, put that together. I use like other variations of like Spartan on other sites. But yeah, do I have a really? No, I mean usually people say Spartan. That makes sense. Saying elite streams makes sense because like I am elite, you know, like that makes sense. Is it neat? I don't know, I kind of would argue it's cringe, but I don't think it's that cringe. Spart? No, Spart's weird. That's like sport, but not. I don't know about Spart. You can call me Hey You. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I don't know. Spart's weird. Hey you. No, more like hey you, but yeah, hey you's funny. That's a funny way to put it. I don't know, most people don't refer to me by like anything on the streams. So I guess I've never like had a preference or official thing. Kind of weird to like use your own name. Like, yeah, you can just use my real name. I mean, Spartan's probably the easiest thing. Or you can use my real name. But it's like, is it weird to use your real name? I don't know. I know like some people just go by their name and it makes sense. But also it's like, my name's just literally on the screen every time I stream. If I didn't care, like I would name my character like Spartan or something else, right? But it's like, nah, my name's right there. Everyone knows. Ain't no secret here. Actually, it's weird when people refer to me by my name. At least in, like... yeah, I have many names. It's weird when people call me by my name, and I don't know them, actually. But that's only in person, I think. I think if I'm reading it, I don't care. Actually, I think it just went... No, it's weird when... I don't go to Starbucks very often, but, like, as an example, like, if I ordered Starbucks and I, like, used the app, which I very rarely use or whatever, because I got some gift card and I'm trying to use the money on said gift card, right? And I, like, scan to pay, and then it, like, automatically has my name in the system, and they're like, oh, order for Alex? I'm like, wow, this is strange. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Don't refer to me by my name. That's best. Like that. I don't know. That always throws me for a loop. I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. I don't know. That always weirds me out. I'm never gonna get over that. But yes, now we are acquainted. It is nice to be acquainted. That is a weird way to put it, but I'm gonna just roll with it. Man, I have, like, not that many inventories left, but there's no chance that I get this done. So, like, this is gonna be, like, maybe, I don't even think 20 minutes. I mean, I've been selling for probably, like, 50 minutes now. So I probably need, like, 10 to 15 more, maybe? I'll do a couple more inventories. Actually, like, I can probably do two. I can probably do two inventories, and then it's gonna be like, nope. Get out of here. You're done. Doors closed, dude. Leave. I don't know. Names are a funny thing. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, you can't really, like, shorten my name on here. It's too long. And there's no, like, good short form for it. What are you gonna do? No, not my actual name. No. We're not doing that. No, I meant, like, Spartan. You can't shorten Spartan. Well, I mean, like, if it's Spartan Lee and you're like, oh, you shorten it to Spartan. You can't, like, shorten Spartan, because Spart's weird. Spart is weird. Spar is not. Spa. I don't know. There's no way to do it. Pan? No. Al is a gorilla in this game. Spar's a chain of supermarkets? That's a thing? I assume elsewhere that I've not heard of. Eli. Stop cooking. You're not cooking. This ain't it. These are just actual names that are not mine. Oh, man. That's funny. Okay, quick. It is 12:59. Oh no. It's 12:40. I have 10 seconds. I know, that's the thing with multi-names. It's weird. Okay, I have 5 seconds. Please. There you go. I got in right at the hour change. And now I'm gonna stay here forever, and he'll never close. No, we're not doing that. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for the stream today. And there you go. See? One day sale. Today only. Close it up. Getting ready. So I will have to return later for like 10 minutes just to get everything squared away. Which is kind of lame, but whatever. Not much I can do about it. That's the problem with sales. I don't want these one-day sales. Like, the one-day sale is literally of no benefit to me at this point. There's no item I can currently get from a one-day sale. It literally just serves to close the store and inconvenience me. I am not a fan. I'm just picking up an inventory of turnips to save for later. Yep. Okay, one more. Alright, how many more do we have? I mean, like, that's not even, like, half. That's, like, almost half. That's, like, one. There's, like, two. There's probably, like, 4 more inventories to sell. So that's gonna take, like, 10 minutes. Okay, great. Well, I can put Tokyo Tower. No, I'll do that later. Maybe. Anyway, I guess that's it for me today. So, 56 minutes. Most of that was selling turnips. We have lost for a second week in a row, which is unfortunate. But hopefully this weekend we have like a max price and I go crazy and I spend 10 mil and I make 70 mil in a single day and everything's saved. That's what I'm hoping. Because technically, like last week and this week, if I got both those spikes, I would have been 70 mil. So if I somehow spend 10 mil and next week, then everything balances out and it's all good. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the company. It does help me focus, or maybe not focus on the fact that I'm losing money and wasting time. It's good. It's a good thing. So I appreciate that. So I'll come back later for a really quick stream. And then the rest of the week in this game is probably going to be pretty chill. Because unless like there's a good visitor on Thursday, I don't think much is happening. Unless we get gyrates, but gyrates have not been good to us lately, so who knows. Anyway, so yeah, I'll finish that up, and then tomorrow, whatever, it'll be quick and easy. Wednesday will probably be quick and easy, but Wednesday we also got the New Horizons stream, but I don't know if you can make that one, because that'll probably be like, I don't know, 5 hours later from now. No, more than that. I don't know, there could be like 2 streams. It'll probably be like 6 hours from now, let's be real. It'll be like 7 o'clock PST. Probably, and I'll probably go for a couple hours. So I don't know if you can make that, but that's kind of what I'm planning. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. See you around, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.